moving to the women's flyweight division now, where we saw the queen, pound for pound queen here, Valentina Shevchenko, defend her flyweight title against Manon Fiorot. Yeah, she looked good. She looked very composed coming
Mm.
in the early rounds. We were kind of puzzled by what Manon Fiorot, the tactics she was employing with these kind of knees in the clinch, trying to steal rounds in that way, but not
Mm.
really threatening or doing any damage, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, give us your thoughts here, VG.
Yeah, look, I will say this. Good try. Good try from Manon. I'll give her that much. But Valentina didn't look like she was at any point in the fight that she had anything to worry about. She was very counter heavy, so she was landing a lot more. She even dropped Manon in the third round. Was it the third round or the fourth round? But she even dropped her in one of those two rounds. Um, Busted up early. And from that moment, you could kind of see that Manon was really trying her best to get it back, but just wasn't landing. I mean, she was shooting takedowns, didn't really get the best of her. Shevchenko, she was shooting a lot of takedowns as well, landed a couple of it. But Shevchenko was just a cleaner fight on the end of the day. There wasn't a lot that was happening if you think about it. Some of the rounds there was a lot of like feinting and setting things up, but not a lot of engagement. And in those
Mm.
kind of fights, in those kind of rounds is where we saw Shevchenko steal some of them by throwing spinning back fists. Like towards the last minute, she'll maybe land something big to kind of steal the round. I think there was one round where Manon landed a takedown, and I think that was the only round that she kind of won. But all in all, I think 4 rounds to 1 we went to Shevchenko, and again, there wasn't a lot that we could take away from it, because they were a similar style. Manon was really trying to do what she can do in terms of standing up and using a height advantage, but it wasn't really working. I think Shevchenko was just too clean and too experienced, actually. She knew what to
Mm.
do and how to do it, and I think that's what got to the fight. So, yeah, and still,
Yeah, yeah, okay, yeah. I think that's a good point. Vastly experienced. She looked very calm, yeah. There
yes,
were times in the fight where she was just standing still and waiting for Manon to move
yes,
before she counted. So yeah, just
exactly.
a great performance by the champ. And yeah, like you said on stream a little bit earlier, this sets it up nicely for the Weili fight.
Absolutely.
For it to really stamp a kind of
A goat
a
status.
dominance, yeah, on women's MMA.
Yeah.
So do you think that's the next fight? I think you did say that's probably the next fight and possibly a
Mm.
last bout.
Yeah.
You still standing by that?
I still stand by it. I don't know if Shevchenko. I know she wants to keep fighting. She keeps saying she wants to go as long as she can.
Mm.
But I think that her coaches and herself is probably going to tell her, "Look here, you're 38 years old. You're going to be 39 next year. Rather take on Weili, get the double weight status which you don't have. She tried twice against Amanda Nunes, who I think is the only women's athlete to actually surpass Shevchenko, if we're being realistic.
Mm.
Women's combat sports athlete. So I think while the chance is there and Valentina is still in a good state to fight Weili at this stage, double weight status. Weili won't deny the fight either because she also would want to go for double status as herself. And then I think win or lose that fight, she can call it quits there and then move into the next stage of her career, which she already does, by the way, which is coaching. Um,
Mm.
I think that if Shevchenko wins that fight, yeah, she goes down as I would say second best women's athlete of all time, combat sports athlete of all time.
Yeah, fair. I mean, again, just a great performance from Valentina on the night. Really using all of her experience and a vast
Mm.
skill set here to get it done. But just again, I just don't know what Firo was. Did she think she was going to win the fight with those knees? You know
Those
what I mean?
clinch
And
knees.
those punches to the thigh. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
I mean, we
I
know
don't
we had
know.
Sal Mato as a judge, but you got to give us a little bit more than that too. Especially in a championship fight, man. You got
Yeah,
to beat the
you
champ.
have
You know
to.
what I mean?
I think she tried 80, but I just don't think she could get past Shevchenko. Manon was trying stuff. She threw a couple of high kicks that Shevchenko blocked, and she was attempting some things to make the fight go in her favor. But I just think that she came up against someone that was just
Yeah,
better.
yeah.
Yeah,
Levels to
that's
the
what it looked
game,
like on the night.
as they say.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, we do have Eden Blanchfield and Macy Barber fighting in a fight night in 2 weeks, I think.
Yes.
Natalia Silva got the job done today. So is it Natalia Silva versus Manon Fiorot next?
Yeah. Yeah. Has to
Yeah.
be right. If Grasso is number one, and she was the former champion, and Natalia Silva did that to her, you can't deny her the fight for against Manon Fiorot. And Manon
Mm.
Fiorot beat Eden Blanchfield already. Macy Barber, I'm surprised her name is there, but she's there. So I don't know. I don't know. It'll be an insult to Natalia Silva if they let her fight the winner between Blanchfield and Barber. I would be really upset if they gave her that.
Yeah,
She has to get Ferro next. There's no other
yeah.
way around it. You know, and then Grasso can fight the winner. Can fight either the winner or the loser between Blanchfield and Macy Barber.
I think that sorts it out quite nicely there, BG. So yeah, do you have any final thoughts on Ms. Shevchenko before we move?
Just yeah, and still, dude, this is what we said
And
was gonna
still,
happen.
yeah, yeah.